inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Straight ahead, a good one in store this afternoon. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions.
One pride, it's time. Please welcome Dan Campbell and your defending NFC North champion, Detroit Lions.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the veterans, still going. Former Super Bowl MVP, comeback player of the year in 2023, it's Joe Flacco.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
And he's going to be stopped out at the line to begin this ballgame.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Flacco. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
This is a situation where you just have to be a little bit more decisive with the ball in your hand. I mean, at some point, it's got to come out. You cannot continue to stress your protection over time like he did here. And to take that hit after that amount of time, that falls completely on the shoulders of the quarterback.
Open man, and that's Tillman. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down, Browns.
It's a really important conversion right there, Mike, because you just don't want to go 3 and out on the road, especially on your opening possession of the game. You want to let your offense get some rhythm, establish and unfold some of the game plan you've set up coming in. They're going to have a fresh set of downs here and now say, okay, can we turn this good start of a drive and finish the drive with some points? So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
Here's Flacco to throw. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
If he's able to get the ball out of his hand on time, that's probably a completion, but there's a little hesitation for one reason or another, and by the time he lets it go, he has a defender bearing down on him and leads to an incompletion.
3rd and long. Flacco to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
And they're on
So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta, and they give the Lions the first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
At the 42-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
3rd and 11.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. It's almost like the defense knew the back was getting the ball there, because from the moment the ball was snapped, there was a defender all over him, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
On 4th down, Lions going to send out the All-Pro from a season ago, Jack Fox to punt. Back deep for the Browns, it's DeAndre Carter. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They give it, and it's 4. And they'll manage to pick up about 4. Alex Anzalone in for the touch.
24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 6. Throwing, Flacco. Now, here comes the screen to 4. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Flacco. Backs to the open man. It's Tillman. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And the Browns
They get 21 on that one. First down, Cleveland.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. They bring Judy in motion. From the shotgun, a give to Ford. He'll push forward for about a yard. Amik Robertson there to bring him down.
He's tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down, they need 5. They'll run once more with 4. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind, as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's touchback. The Lions offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was taken down.
This is a great example of why teams continue to spend draft capital on interior defensive linemen. It's an investment that we see play out week in and week out across the NFL. Great example here.
2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Goff. That's Goff. It's Isaac to Slaw. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. It sets up 3rd down.
3rd and 9.
Here's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
First down throw there is incomplete.
Intended for
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Lions 7, Browns nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. DeAndre Carter on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
First and 10.
The Browns offense ready to get back to work. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's caught by 4. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 23
Terrific
yards.
start to this drive.
First down,
Gain of 23
Cleveland.
and a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Up the middle, here's 4. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Brought down at the 42-yard
A pickup there of 13. It's a Browns first down.
Browns.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big...
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Derek Barnes. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Brought down right at
Coming
the
off
line
that
of
edge,
scrimmage.
Mike, you have to quickly
No
determine,
gain on the
is this a
play.
pass
Brings
or
up
is it a
2nd
run?
and
And
10.
once he realized it
At
was
the
a run,
Browns'
he's able to
31-yard
shed
line.
his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Gibbs. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd
He is
down,
tackled at the
forthcoming.
27-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is Goff. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Intended for Isaac to score.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out
Results
on
in a
fire
4th down.
throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 4th down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. This a 44-yard attempt. Bates' kick is
The
good.
field goal is
And the
good.
Lions will extend
Makes
to
the
a
score
10-0
Lions 10.
lead.
Browns
So it's not
nothing.
exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Carter on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Flacco. Left side, he's got the Njoku. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Flacco. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He's got his man complete. That's Judy. And he'll be forced out of bounds. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
First down.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better field for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
A give to Ford on the zone read. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Lions' 36-yard line.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. On throw, right side, taken by Njoku.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads, they all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after after the catch.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football. It's 3rd and 4 as we are ready to get back underway. On 3rd down, here's Ford. Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple.
He's tackled at the
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Ford. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs. The Lions offense ready to take over once again. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That's the 4-time All-Pro Myles Garrett getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Goff to throw. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
They get 18 on that one. 1st down, Detroit.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. The number 5 overall pick, Mason Graham, there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Goff to throw. That's caught by Gibbs. And he'll be taken down. It is a huge play for Detroit. 54 yards.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
What did he tell us during the week, Mike? He says, I want to get more involved in the passing game. And I'll tell you what, I can understand why he feels that way. I mean, to take that intermediate throw and turn it into a big explosive play, they got to continue.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, Give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Browns nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. To throw is Flacco. Open man, and that's Tillman. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
A gain of 11.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Completing that one to Carter. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
A 28-yard
A pickup there of 28 yards.
Browns.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Here's Flacco to throw. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Got his man at the 6. And the Browns are going to be set up with a first and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Throwing, Flacco. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the board. I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
Now from a yard farther back, it's 3rd and goal. Flacco to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Cedric Tillman. Touchdown, Browns. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a 1-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. The kick is good, and the Browns are back in this one. It's 17-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. Their lead is 10. They go back to work trying to add to it. It begins with first down. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
The best time to call a draw is when the defense is playing a pass situation, so a down and distance that screams pass. You want those defensive linemen ripping up the field thinking, I'm going to go sack the quarterback. In this case, they time it perfectly. Hands the ball off to the back. Big pickup.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
We know from talking to these coaches this week, Mike, that they think they got themselves a steal. They got this young rookie maybe a little later in the draft than a lot of people expected. And I'll tell you what, they're not complaining. They think they've got themselves a starter and a star for a long time.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough. And now a much more advantageous spot.
Brings up third
The
down.
drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have the first down. Just as the marker, it is first and goal.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4 down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Here's Gibbs. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
One more time, they try Gibbs. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short. Put him down at the 1.
Short of the goal line. A gain of 7 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on 4th down.
The offense will stay out trying to get this final yard. It is 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
The Browns offense and Joe Flacco getting ready for the next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Ford. The defense coming hard, trying to force the safety. He's able to get out, but to the 2, and no further.
No gain on the play.
On 1st down here, Mike, you're just hoping to give a little breathing room to your offense. Now, if you do decide to pass the ball, your quarterback's not necessarily dropping back into the end zone. But after getting stopped for no gain, they find themselves on 2nd down in the exact same situation.
And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
DJ Reed
18 yards on the pickup there. 1st down, Cleveland.
1st down, Cleveland.
Well, that run came at the perfect time, Mike. Anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, the goal is to just start with 1 first down. They were able to get it here. Now you give a little breathing room, a little room to operate. Fresh set of downs. Keep this drive alive.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline. and he's able to extend this drive.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Flacco. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
2nd down and 3. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll look underneath and find 4. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
3-yard gain on the play.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The Lions call their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. On comes the punter now as he is on to punt for Cleveland. Raymond going to return it, and not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Catch is made by Wright.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
34-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He connects with St. Brown. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
10 yards.
Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
44-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
Second and 5. Here's Goff. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He looks forward for maybe a yard. The linebacker Jerome Baker there to make it
41. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Laporta in motion. On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
At the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing, Goff. That one on target for Williams. He's got it. A gain there of 20. Good for a Lions first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Laporta in motion. He'll go play action with Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
2 more yards.
He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
2nd down, they need 3. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Bates now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Lions up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Round 7.
So after the touchdown, It's Bates to kick this one away. Carter on the return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Browns offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Open this drive on the ground with 4. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Flacco. Forced out wide. And that's not going to do it. They'll get about 3, but it's 4th and long coming up.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. Now Gibbs. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Denzel Ward in on the tackle.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On play action, Goff. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Detroit.
That's good. 4 on Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's 11 yards again. 2 plays in a row. And another first down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And a good run there. It'll get him 5 yards.
Carson Swetzinger on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. Finding room to the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Lions first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
First carry for David Montgomery. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
Now, Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he will score again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Here's Bates for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
31, Browns 7.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Carter on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Browns offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Here's Flacco to throw. He'll get that out wide to Ford. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. To throw is Flacco. Completing that one to Carter. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Flacco to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on third down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
They give it, and it's 4. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
You can tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Throwing, Flacco. Here's a screen set up for 4. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Oh, a loose football. And one of the Browns is in there, and yes, Cleveland able to retain possession.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
The Browns getting their punting team out there. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line.
First and 10.
So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw is Goff. Catch is made. That is Williams. Into space at the 45. He may go. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 76 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Bates now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions add on to their already sizable lead.
38, Browns 7.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Run straight ahead. That's Ford. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson, the former first-rounder, in on the tackle.
2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Flacco. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it, and it's 4. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They get 16 on that connection. It's a Browns first down. Now Flacco. Open man, and that's Tillman. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. This pass caught by Judy. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
3rd down.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Plenty of time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone.
20-yard line.
Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. He connects with St. Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd and 4. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. The 4th quarter begins, and it's a run with Montgomery. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
One more time for Montgomery. Yeah, he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Throw on the run is complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 10 yards.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
Goff to throw on 1st down. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he'll get this inside the 20, and nice run. We're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Detroit Lions.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. A dive, and he's in! David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions stretch things out even further.
45, Browns 7.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Carter on the return. Woo. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Browns take
The Browns offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one broken up, It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Back to throw. He'll try to run for it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
45-yard line.
And he just continues to show the ability to extend drives with his legs. It's not something people immediately bring up when they talk about him, Mike, but as we've seen, he's more than capable of making something happen whenever the opportunity presents itself.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here.
Flacco's pass, complete to David Njoku. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the Lions' 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 5. From the shotgun, a give to Ford. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Down by Al-Quadin Mohammed. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Here's a third down and 4. Here's Flacco. Now, here comes the screen to Ford. And that one's just too long to get going. He'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
It's now
Not the worst play call there. I actually like third down screen game, especially when you're anticipating some pressure, an over-aggressive defense who's selling out to get to the quarterback. In this case, not a lot of room to operate. They don't convert. Brings up fourth down.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. First and 10, it's Montgomery. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
From the 38 now, here's second and 3. Laporta in motion. On play action, Goff. He takes off.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback. Realizing there's nothing downfield, take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Detroit.
First down.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, A lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. Oh, the elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
That's another deep.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll go play action with Goff. Flush to his right.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. Montgomery. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Goff. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Lions. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Bates, good with the extra point. And the Lions will add one more onto their big lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Carter on the return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Browns offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's Flacco to throw. He'll try and set up the tight end screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play. But those guys on defense, it felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To throw is Flacco. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Throwing, Flacco. He's got his man, Carter. And And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
To the right side, that's St. Brown. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield. Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards.
At the 50-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was brought down by Isaiah McGuire. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
So, just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd and 9. On the handoff, it's Montgomery. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, they go with Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able